Hello Taurus, welcome back to the illest illuminator for your mid-month. I am a little bit late, but yeah, that's because I have a hard time coping with all that is going on in the world. I've been telling a lot about it in the previous videos as well. Just want to say, guys, just stay as safe as you can, stay home, think about yourself and others, and do not risk anything, all right? Because this is really, I'm from Europe, some of you may already know, but I'm from Holland, and the situation is, yeah, I'm just thinking about how to proceed actually when it comes to these readings, because I've already noticed that in some of the readings that I did previous, a lot of things just really only point out to what is going on, and I cannot downgrade these readings only to love situations. Like you guys know, I'm a very spiritual person. I do have a lot of Piscean and Scorpio energy in me. I'm a Sagittarius, so for me it's really hard to just break it down to only love relationships when I see very clear messages. So I was thinking to mostly in the he said she said spread, in the extended there will be much more about the love relationship, but in these generals there is a lot of things going on that I need to discuss. But also I'm thinking to have more dailies out to help people, to heal people, to advise people, because we're all in this together, and it's not like that zodiac and this zodiac. Things that I've said in the Piscean reading are different kind of things that I say in the Aries reading, and they do have a lot of sense all together. And it's like a shame that none of you can see that because you're not an Aries, or you're not a Pisces, or you're not this and that. So it's really it's like what to do. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's all about how to keep that vibration high, how to ground yourself when it comes to the fears and all of that. So I think that we all need to have extra guidance when it comes to how to cope and deal with this, practically, mentally, physically, on a soul level. When it comes to our generosity, like all the things that we always have discussed on on this channel, is just feels like an exam right now. Like I don't know, but like until today I felt like a heavy burden on me, like a very heavy burden. Like it feels like for 2 years I've been helping, healing, guiding, advising, and going through difficult situations, and then when the whole world is having that difficult situation, it just felt like, whoa, that was just all a practice of a soul mission, which makes it as if you're out of the blue on stage, and you're like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, so this is now an exam, and you did not even know about it. That's how it feels like. So it's, for me, it's very heavy, like within my own fears as well. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to act like, oh, it's like a fear-based thing. I'm against that. I'm not going to promote this channel as in like, oh, people are trying to make you go into fear and test you. No, ain't nobody testing you but God, the creator, at this point, on how to heal or deal with this. Because at the end of the day, what is going on is real, and you cannot act like it's an illusion, and you have to learn to deal with what is going on in a practical, sober way. But the fear base is a very normal thing, because that's the human instinct. That's why we, how we even survived in the first place when we got to Earth. It's all coming from that root chakra, which is now in danger, right? Like, you cannot act like it's not. We're going back to the root of the issue: security, health, etc. So yeah, like don't I'm not a fan of like going into the conspiracy theory that someone out there is trying to test our fear level, because that's just, no. If there is fear, there is fear, and that this one is quite yeah, usual for people to get in fear, but we need to learn to deal with that. So yeah, there's just so much to say. Like, I got so much to say. That's why I feel like, okay, I really have to go through this in each video, which could be even more stressful. So that's why I want to see how we can focus on the general collectives. I know that not everyone is a fan of that, because everyone wants to be, you know, on the zodiac team. But right now we all are on the same boat of Noah. All right. So yeah, sun. Thank God. Yes, I'm just watching the sun right now, since I have like a painting of the sun right behind the camera. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of positivity that is going to come, and I love it because I know that Taurus has a lot of astrological events going on. I believe Taurus and Aquarius going into one conjunction. So yeah, this could also definitely be Aquarius. So this means that we are going to face a lot of healing. This is more about healing, trying new things, trying new ways of finding that happiness. And I'm sure that you all have heard about this, like, you know, but I do feel like this is about reinventing yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, from my own perspective, I will tell you in this video, I have been in type of a quarantine ever since I started this channel. Like, I had zero social contact. So for me, it is not like there is a drastic change for me in a personal level. But still, even though that I do work from home, or I have been into no socializing events in these 2 years, it's still affecting me huge. So it's not like, you know what I mean? So it's in a different state. But yeah, it is all about reinventing yourself, because now you're like, okay, but I've been through this test before. If you look at my personal situation, you're like, okay, I've been through this test before. What am I going to transform right now then? Like, you know what I mean? Because I know that there's a lot of people going around and saying like, oh, this is the time to, you know, contemplate and to turn inwards and to go into your reading. And I'm sure that you've all heard about that, and praying and all of that. And I'm like, yeah, but I've been through that. So how? But that's why I say, like, this is now the test of, okay, you've been through that. How are you gonna deal with bringing the vibration up again? Because now it's getting very heavy. You get me? Sorry guys, I'm just really ranting. I just need to get it out there. But I'm sure that yeah, High Priestess, going inwards. All right, tapping into your Akashic records, connecting within your spirituality. You got 3 major arcana, Taurus. 3 major arcanas. Your guides are really pushing you towards a very bright way of thinking. Your guides are really trying to they're telling you something. Let me see. Very interesting. I've never seen those 3 back to back. Let's see. Nice. Aries had also the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You got the 3 of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords. So I believe that you're getting a lot of help from people as well. You're getting a lot of positive energy, and I feel like that's because you've been giving a lot of yourself as well. Like, you've been very you've been really a caretaker. But I feel like for some of you, there's really a need for you to also take a lot of time to rest, a lot of time to still heal, and also reconnect with your spirit guides. And another funny thing is that since January, I felt like some type of a disconnect from my spirit guides. As in, like, they did not talk to me as frequently as they used to. And I felt like awkward. I was like, why is there such a disconnect? Because I felt it very strongly. Like, is there something going on? And I kept on having the feeling like, I feel like all the spirit guides and archangels, they're all somewhere else helping. That was my feeling, as in like, I know it because I know that I have a very clairvoyance, you know, communication with my spirit guides, you know, the high priestess. And last month or January or so, I was like, something is fishy here. Like I feel like they're not around the way that they used to be. Does not mean that they are, you know, forgetting or they're not connected to me, but I felt their energy to not be, you know, I could not directly speak to them or them speaking to me, as in like if I want to meditate and connect to them to get some answers, they would not be there. And I was like, there is something going on, that there's something that is going on, and all of them are somewhere else to help. And then, you know, everything just panned out. So for me, I need to also like all the things that have been going on, like outside of what I've been channeling, the channeling that I've been going through in these couple of months, where I've been even predicting some things like this. It's heavy for me to swallow that, as in like, whoa, you know, it's you know, being a light worker and being someone that is a channel to so many people. Sorry, it's and I just lost it. Yeah, but like to be a channel for so many people as well, so many things, so many messages coming in, and then they're making sense, or the things that you feel or think, and it all plays out like that. It's on this big grand scale, it's almost terrifying. Like we don't, or I and you guys know me, and I'm so thankful for everyone out there that is still supporting me, despite the fact that I don't sugarcoat things, that I don't only bring in the positive energies. If it's a little bit of a low vibration, I have to tell you, all right? Like I don't sugarcoat it. And I'm so thankful for all of you for staying real with me here, all right? Like for not making me change a thing about the way that I read, the way that I channel, because I know I've been really terrified myself, as in like, whoa, I really said a lot of things or channeled a lot of things that really came out, which is not something to be completely proud of. Like these are very scary stuff, right? And if you don't want to hear it, believe me being the vessel and the channel is not easy either. So I really want to point out that it's really not easy for me to speak out the truth. Ace of Swords is here, you know, backing me up in this situation. But yeah, what I do want to say is that there's a lot of things in the air as well here, or mind, because this is the Fool, this is also air energy. It's like, we know that there is a new cycle coming up, all right? A new cycle in the world, and we don't know how to adjust to that. And there could be a lot of things that we think about. But you, definitely Taurus, you are very grounded in this situation, or you are a vessel to stay grounded and to keep everyone grounded with this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're definitely taking more care of yourself when it comes to, you know, working out, eating healthy, you know, keeping yourself great, occupied, but do try to take a lot of rest as well. Take your naps, take your, for some, I don't know why, I heard like take your medicines, take your pills, you know, medical ones, all right? That's what I got. Like, I don't know for who that is, that's just like for 1 or 2 people, but do take your medicines, please, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you got the 5 of Wands. Let's see. 3 of Swords and the Spirit card and the Lovers card. So I guess that this is, you know, these readings are kind of like partially 50-50 of what is going on. This is talking about your love situations, all right? Yeah, like your close relationships that you have been having a lot of struggles with when it comes to expressing your heart, all right? I've seen that in Taurus videos a lot. You guys know exactly how to keep it inside. The more that you keep it inside, the more Spirit is going to push you into that hole in order for you to express that. So there is some type of healing, there is some type of forgiveness that is needed. Spirit is going to give you a lot of downloads. I even said it in a Pisces video. I felt in the last week, I felt like an immense high vibration of energy getting downloaded. It's a new DNA that's being downloaded, and for some that have already been healed, they will immediately feel the energy and where this is all taking place. But for you, I feel for Taurusians, in this case, because you have the Three of Swords, this is the heart chakra and healing, you may feel the DNA dropping on your heart and vibrating. For me, it was my head, it was my crown space a lot. All right, so that means that, you know, you got the chakras starting from the root, and it just means that I've healed to an extent to my crown chakra, which is all the spirit channeling. But for me, in my case, it's more as in I think a lot, I overthink a lot, I cannot stop thinking or reading or investigating. Like, that's the kind of person that I am, and because of that there is an overload of information that needs to be cleansed away. So that's the spirit coming to raise your vibration so that the overthinking is going to be raised so you can stay on top of it. All right, so yeah, for you it's going to be within your heart space. All right, and that could cause for some uncomfortable energy that could be attached to fear, but you are being protected by spirit. For your love situations as well, this is the spirit coming in to bring in forgiveness and healing so that you can have a new start or come together or come from a more compassionate space, because you get the Lovers card here and the Ace of Cups. All right. But you are in the heart of your reading. So your heart is at the right place right now, Taurus. But it's just, you know, don't let your mind run amok. Don't let your ego or your, you know, the Five of Wands is a lot of struggles. It's a lot of conflict. And it is all to do with being sensitive as well. All right. Air, yeah, oh my god, definitely. Look at this. This is breathing air into one another's lungs. And with the lung infection that is going on, that if this ain't love, I don't know what is then. Breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life, bringing energies. So this is your task, and this is very, very so crazy. I've had this card a couple of weeks ago as well. It's about breathing into that life into one another. All right, your counterpart, I'm not seeing them very prominent here in this energy, and that's because I feel like you need to send out that energy first to welcome in that air of love to come in. That's what I'm getting through for you very, very strongly. Look at that vulnerability. Open your heart and allow yourself to be tender. So that's what I stated. Like, you need to first open up. Once you do that, you will get that air coming in like autopilot. So again, it's the same energy that I got. Yeah. Opening up your heart.